There you are. First ring. Of course it was. You're predictable in the one way I don't mind. Don't ask how the trip's going. Everyone's asked me how the trip's going all week. You're the one person I tell the truth to, so let's not waste it on a question that has a polite answer. Listen. No, really, listen. Nothing. No rain tonight, no harbour. Just a very expensive room being very quiet at me. You won't win the guessing game tonight, trouble. There's nothing to hear. That, as it turns out, is rather the problem. The business is done, if you're wondering. Done well. I came out here to close something most men couldn't, and I closed it. The way I close things, before the other one knows the room was already mine. There was a dinner. I was, by every account, charming. I shook the right hands, let the right man think he'd impressed me, picked up a bill that made a whole table go quiet. 3 days ago, that's a perfect night. I'd have poured myself something good and thoroughly enjoyed being exactly who I am. And tonight I did all of it, perfectly. Then came up here and poured the drink, and just looked at it. Same as last night, same as the night before. 3 for 3 now. Poured, not touched. You'll remember I told you that wasn't like me. It still isn't. It's just becoming a habit, which is worse. Here's something about me you've half worked out, but I've never said plainly. In 15 years, I have arranged my entire life so that I am never the one who waits. People wait for me. Rooms wait for me. It isn't arrogance, it's design. The one who waits is the one who wants it more, and that one loses. So explain this one to me. It's late where you are, your evening's long over, and every night this week, at this hour, I've been early. Not on time, early. Sat in a room I'm paying a fortune for, watching a clock, waiting for it to be late enough that I could call you. I've become the man who waits, in a week, for one person. Hang on, I'm putting this down. The drink. I've held it for an hour like a prop, and I'm done pretending my hands have anything better to do. There. Now it's just me and a phone and you, and nothing in my hand to stand behind. I price things. You know that. You watched a rich man fail to buy something off me, and you watched me enjoy it. I can put a number on anything. A room, a deal, a man's weakness across a dinner table. It is the one thing I have never not been able to do. And I cannot price a clock. That's what's been at me all week. I can buy the room, the flight, the man across the table. And not one of those purchases buys back a single one of these nights I'm spending 300 miles from the only call that matters to me. The distance won't take an offer. It just charges me every night. And I pay. Don't say anything clever. I can hear you about to. Not yet. I've come this far with no drink in my hand. Let me get the rest out before I find a reason not to. I don't do this. The version of me you'd recognize doesn't do this. But the room's too quiet to lie in. Here it is. The thing I couldn't price all week. I spent 15 years making certain that wanting to be somewhere was never stronger than my ability to leave it. Then I flew out here, and every night I've sat in a quiet room wanting to be on the other side of your door so badly I couldn't enjoy one thing I won. I didn't know I could want a place that much. I wasn't built to. There it is, sweetheart. That's the one I couldn't put a price on. And I'm not going to dress it up. I don't want managing. I want the trip over. I want the last light off in this room, and the next one I see to be yours. The night before I left, I told you, the first door I open is yours. I meant it as a charming thing to say. It stopped being charming somewhere around night 2. Now it's just the truest sentence I've got. I don't repeat myself, so hold on to it. Right. Pick your jaw up. I can see it from 300 miles. No, I'm not taking any of it back. Don't insult me by asking. I just don't intend to say it twice. You've gone and made me say more in 5 minutes than I have all year, so give me the drink back. The moment can end with my dignity roughly intact. 2 more nights. Then I'm on the last flight out, and I don't intend to be charming on it. I intend to sleep badly and land impatient. Tomorrow I'll be somewhere with actual noise again. You'll get your guessing game back. Enjoy it. Tonight was the quiet one. I don't plan to be this honest twice in one trip. The rates are appalling. When I'm back, the bar properly. Door locked, the one lamp, your glass that still hasn't got a name. I made you a promise about that before I left. A drink that only exists when you're in the room. I've had a long, quiet week to decide what goes in it. Come, let me make it. First night home. Don't make other plans. Do something for me while I count down the last 2. Tell me the thing you'd say at a door, not the polite thing, the thing you'd actually say if I turned up a day early, no warning, no charm left. Down there, under this, where you leave me your little messages. I've a long, quiet flight to read it on. And don't get used to this. The quiet, the honesty, the man with no drink in his hand. By the time I'm back, I'll have my glove on, my price list memorized, and I'll deny every word of tonight with a perfectly straight face. You'll simply know better. That's the deal now. You're the one person who gets to know better. Go on. It's late, and I've paid out more than I meant to tonight. You're an expensive habit, Trouble, and I'm not even trying to quit. 2 more nights. Then the door. No, you hang up. I've spent the whole week being the one who waits. Let me lose this one on purpose. Good night. Keep a light on for me.